The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has seized the passports of the suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta, and her predecessor, Sadia Umar Farouk, over the ongoing investigations into scandals in the ministry. Edo, who arrived at the EFCC headquarters, Abuja, at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, was still being quizzed by the Commission's investigators as at 7 p.m. as the EFCC interrogated the suspended minister over the 44 billion naira fraud uncovered in the ministry. It was learned that managing directors of 3 commercial banks were also questioned on Tuesday over the fraud. The scandal involving Edu burst open after a leaked memo revealed that the suspended minister directed the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Madei, to transfer 585 million naira to a private account owned by one Oniyelu Bridget, who the ministry claimed currently serves as the project accountant. Grants for vulnerable groups. The minister had claimed that the 585 million naira payment was meant for vulnerable groups in Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Ogun, and Lagos states, describing the allegations against her as baseless. The media assistant to the minister, Rashid Olanrewaju, said in a statement that it was legal within the civil service for such payments to be made into private accounts of staff members, especially project accountants. Now, the Catholic Archbishop of Lagos, Most Reverend Alfred Martins, has urged the federal government to identify the perpetrators and sponsors of the recent killings in Plateau State and other parts of the country. He said President Bola Tinubu's action against the evildoers would prove that they are not being shielded and show that the battle against insecurity is not lost. Martins made this known in a statement signed and made available by the church's Director of Communications, Reverend Father Anthony Godonu, on Tuesday. He noted that the failure of the security agencies to bring culprits to book and their inability to secure their lives further may lead the people to resort to bearing arms to protect their lives and property. There was outrage on December 26th over Christmas Eve's attacks on communities in 3 local government areas of Plateau State. President Bola Tinubu, in a statement in Abuja by his special advisor on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelali, condemned the attacks and ordered a manhunt for the killers. While condoling with the government and the people of Plateau State, Tinubu assured Nigerians that these envoys of death, pain and sorrow will not escape justice. The Catholic bishop said the heart of everyone is with human feelings must bleed as they watched the corpses of innocent citizens lined up and buried in mass graves after being hacked down by heartless people who have been operating with impunity in many communities. Now, the Nigerian Police Force Intelligence Department tactical teams on Tuesday paraded 67 suspects arrested for various crimes ranging from kidnapping, gun running, one-chance robbery, armed robbery, and banditry across the country. Among the paraded suspects were 3 arrested in connection with the Christmas Eve attack on 15 Plateau State villages, in which over 150 persons were killed and about 221 houses razed, leading to the displacement of over 10,000 residents. The Force Public Relations Officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, identified the 3 suspects as Ahmed Suleiman, Bilikisu Aliyu, and Aboki Samuel. He said the police recovered from them 1 AK-47 rifle, 1 AK-49 rifle, 1,000 rounds of live ammunition, and 5 magazines. Adejobi said the Inspector General of Police has reiterated the commitment of the police to ensuring the safety and security of citizens by relentlessly cracking down on criminals and criminally related activities, and will continue to work tirelessly to ensure Nigeria is a safe space for everyone. And no fewer than 85 persons, comprising both travelers and residents, were said to have been abducted by terrorists at Katari along the Kaduna-Abuja highways near Katari in the Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. It was also gathered that more than 4 residents were killed by the hoodlums. The breakdown of those abducted by the bloodthirsty terrorists indicated that between Thursday and Sunday, January 7, 2024, a total of 85 persons were abducted. The Kaduna State Police Command confirmed that there was a bandit attack on the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway at Dogomfili near Katari. However, the commander was silent on the abduction of the travelers along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. The command's public relations officer, Mansur Hassan, stated that security operatives battled the terrorists before they fled in different directions. The police spokesman noted that in the process, some travelers were caught in the crossfire and they sustained varying degrees of gunshot injury. Let's take you to Kogi State now, where the House of Assembly has expressed grave concern over the spate of insecurity challenges being experienced across the state, even as it confirmed the kidnapping of 6 persons in the Yagba East local government area of the state under 3 weeks. The member representing Yagba East in the Kogi State House of Assembly, Emmanuel Obaro, disclosed this on Tuesday when he moved a motion of urgent public importance on the floor of the House in Lokoja. Obaro, who could not ascertain whether the kidnapped victims have regained their freedom, bemoaned the alarming issue of kidnapping and armed robbery, which he said were fast spreading within his constituency. He said the situation is creating ripple effects that could harm individuals and families and engulf the entire environment with fear and uncertainty, especially across the various communities in the Yagba East local government area. Ruling on the motion, the Speaker of the House, Aliyu Umar, charged the House Committee on Security to interface with the newly appointed caretaker chairman to chart a way forward in addressing the present insecurities across the state. Away from Kogi State back to Lagos State now, the government on Tuesday said it would upscale its feeding program in public schools across the state to boost pupils' welfare, improve attendance and reduce the menace of out-of-school children in the state. The State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Mr. Jamiu Ali Balogun, stated this during his visit to some schools to monitor second-term resumption for the 2023-2024 academic session. Ali Balogun, according to a statement by the ministry on Tuesday, assured that the state government will deploy its resources for the safety of students and staff in the new year, while urging teaching and non-teaching staff and students to make 2024 count for excellent performance. He urged students to stay off drugs, shun cultism, avoid gang wars and examination malpractice, saying the energy for such vices can be diverted to various co-curricular activities encouraged in schools and sometimes supported by various non-governmental organizations.